All right, tire smashes are so much fun, but we want to make sure that we're really careful with them. So there's a couple of rules. Let's go ahead and talk about that before we even grab the hammer or smash a tire. So the first one, the most important one, is we don't hit any part of ourselves. There's some tools, some tricks for that. I've actually never even heard of it happening, but it's a sledgehammer. Let's keep it away from our knees and any part of our body. So that's one. Two, let's make sure that we look behind us and we're really aware of our surroundings. Tire smashes are a great time to not wear headphones unless you are in a big open environment, especially if it's busier, especially if there's dogs around. So people and dogs are our biggest thing, but we also want to make sure that we don't have any cars, any rig, anything around, because again, sledgehammers are incredibly effective tools. So those are our first two. So we don't hit ourselves, we don't hit anything or anyone or anybody, however you refer to little puppers, we don't hit any of them as well. So I stagger my feet to make sure that I don't hit myself. And finally, we want to avoid, especially if you're on this turf, allowing this hammer to hit the ground aggressively. Unfortunately, it digs holes in the turf, and that is expensive. So please, please, please do not dig holes in the turf by accidentally dropping that sledgehammer down. All right. Now we're going to smash. So I've got my non-dominant hand at the top. I've got my dominant hand about halfway down. So this is where we're going to be swinging in a circle, bringing palm away in the first part of the half circle and bringing it towards us at the top. Then we're going to go push, slide, and slam. So let's go ahead and talk about that a little bit more. We're going swings. It's the first part we want to practice. When you feel confident with swings, we're going to go ahead and get it into that push position, and then push up, slide down, slam. When we're slamming, we want to be using our core a good bit, so let's go ahead and talk about that in a faster fashion. So we got it, push, slide, slam, and catch on the bounce. Make sure you're stable before we set that back down. At any point, you are always more important than anything else. So if it bounces off the tire and it might hit you, but it's going to hit the turf, let it dig a hole in the turf. I'd way rather that than hitting you. But when it bounces, we want to stay in control. Tire smashes are one of those things that the more aggressive we get with it, the more intense we get with it, the better the movement is, and actually the better the movement works. So stay aggressive, stay in it, and move into it with confidence. You got it. Tire smash.